Hey everyone, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. So here is my April monthly spread in my classic size Daydreamer. This is what I use as my memory keeper, and how I use the monthly spread is as a gratitude journal. So each day I choose one thing that I am grateful for, and then I practice my hand lettering with it. I used to do 3 things that I was grateful for each day, but I found that this was a great opportunity to still practice the attitude of gratitude, but then also practice my hand lettering. So there is April's spread. I'm just going to go ahead and take out May's spread here. There we go. And for May's spread, what I'm going to be using is some of Tracy Reed's Ur Mutha Kit, which is coming out on Tuesday, May 8th. So I'm just giving you a sneak preview as to what is available. It's a digital kit that includes a whole bunch of digital papers and some stickers and die cuts, and I just want to show you how you can use that and make it work in absolutely anything. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to try and do is figure out which pattern paper I'd like to try and use around the spread. I really like this yellow. I've had a thing for yellow lately. So what I'm trying to do, I've seen a lot of other paper crafters and scrapbookers do this, is where they actually rip the paper. Instead of cut it, they rip the paper because they actually, the look of the paper ripped and the leftover white border of the paper, I don't know, there's just a rustic feel to it, and I really liked it. So I thought I'd give it a try. Now, I was really trying new things, and this is definitely out of my comfort zone, using a digital kit. Well, no, it's not that much out of my comfort zone, because I did use the Planner Society kit and the Planner Society papers, but I think what I was getting me outside of my comfort zone was, I guess, the way that I wanted to use this kit, and trying different methods of cutting the paper, different ways the paper would lay over top of some of the designs on the Daydreamer. I love the Daydreamer and all of the colors that come on the pages, but after a while it's nice to experiment with different pops of color, and this Ur Mutha Kit from Tracy Reed is definitely full of color, and I wanted to really showcase that. So I really had a hard time figuring out where I was going to place the yellow, what I was going to do to cover up the florals on that side. And I think part of the difficulty with me is, I think a lot of people can relate to this, but when you lay something down, you don't, how many of us lift up stickers after we put them down on a spread, and we have that moment of indecisiveness. But thankfully, with the digital kit, I can experiment with the placement of a lot of these pieces, and then when I feel like I'm happy, then I can glue them down. So there's no fear of commitment when it comes to a digital kit. So I guess that's part of the appeal. But also, I think part of the thing that I had so much trouble with was because there were so many ways that I could lay things down that it almost became too much. But anyway, as I try to talk you through my process here, I'm just going through different ways that I could lay down the papers. But the main thing, what I really wanted to do, was to put the pattern papers in the corners to try and cover up some of the floral designs, and then use some of these squares or die cuts to kind of highlight certain days in the month. Like the way I've done those squares on the 1st and the 31st, or sorry, the 2nd and the 31st, placing a few of the die cuts around the page. And really just experimenting. There is no rhyme or reason for how I try and place these things. I just want a balance of the elements around the spread, so they're not all clumped up over one part of the whole monthly spread. Now I'm cutting off a bit of the scallop here because I don't like the way that it kind of overlaps over the 2018. So I cut off a little bit of that, and actually I like the way that it looks now. And it's also covered a bit of the florals of the Daydreamer, so it does match a little bit better. So now I'm going to use these scallops to cover part of the Saturday and Sunday that don't actually have a date, and then cut off a bit of the edge there. And then trying to play around with the placement of some of the florals. And I like these journaling cards. What I've done with a few of the pieces from this kit is actually place a few pieces into a PowerPoint presentation actually. I'm not sure what other program you guys would use, maybe a silhouette program, but I put them into PowerPoint so that I could play around with the sizings of these, and then I printed them off so that I could have the florals in different sizes, the journaling cards in different sizes, and those boxes in the different sizes as well, so that I could use them in my planner rather than just as a scrapbooking piece. And a few more leaves around. I love the hashtag cool mom, and it just reminds me of the phrase from Mean Girls. I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. I don't even feel cool enough saying that. But I like the, in the top top left hand corner there, the florals and the yellow paper together, and I like how the edges don't match. It just adds that little something. Oh, I forgot to cut off a piece of the scallop there. Now I'm going to try and place some of the florals. I'm going to cut them in half and then just place them along the edge there, so it's like they're peeking out from behind the monthly spread.
So unfortunately, I accidentally deleted one part of my video, which was the end part of the video. So you don't really get to see me do the finishing touches of placing some of the flowers around, finishing up the borders, but I just wanted to show you the overall finished spread. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I think once I actually fill in all of the days with my gratitude and the hand lettering and the brush lettering, I think all of it will come together in the end. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again and have a lovely day.